Member statements. I call the good member for Dubbo.
Thank you, Mr Assistant Speaker. I rise today to proudly talk about the Tracker Riley Cycleway opening. I had the pleasure of helping the Mayor of Dubbo City, Councillor Matthew Dickerson, to open the Tracker Riley Cycleway extension in Dubbo on Friday. I did so on behalf of the Honourable Duncan Gay, Minister for Roads and Freight, a wonderful minister. The Cycleway, Mr Assistant Speaker, incorporates a bridge that now links two parts of Dubbo, divided by water, being the mighty Macquarie River, and bears the name of a family who worked hard to build up the community. The bridge is named the Shibble Bridge after the Shibble family, who were long-time landholders of an adjoining property. Today I'd like to pay tribute to members of the Shibble family for their outstanding contribution to Dubbo over so many years. Mr Assistant Speaker, the Families Association with the City of Dubbo began in 1941 with the purchase of the property Miriam. With the property purchase, George Shibble set to work with his sons Joe and Cole, creating a large and productive dairy farm. Joe served in World War II, Mr Assistant Speaker, as a young man, and later in life his son Cole served as a Dubbo councillor from 1987 to 1999. Both men were actively involved in the Dubbo community right throughout many sporting clubs and community groups, most prominently the South Dubbo Progress Association. As the family grew, the riverbank was an important recreation spot, remembered fondly by them on Friday. Many family members were present at the opening, Mr Assistant Speaker, and it was both a joyful and solemn affair for the family, who unfortunately farewelled a beloved family member, Cole, just 12 months ago. So now the famous Tracker Riley Cycleway links two of the city's premier tourist attractions, being the Taronga Western Plains Zoo and our historic Dundullamore homestead. It creates a 12.5 kilometre cycleway loop of the Macquarie River via its foreshore and recreational space areas and the Macquarie Street on road cycle lanes. For those of you who don't know, the Tracker Riley Cycleway is named after Alex Riley, who was the first Aboriginal police tracker to reach the rank of sergeant and to receive the King's Medal. The legendary Tracker Riley, beloved throughout my electorate, his tracking skills helped to break cattle thieving rings in 1913. He also assisted in the recapture of two escapees from the Dubbo jail. In 1918, Tracker Riley found a barefooted 6-year-old girl who had been lost for 24 hours in the mountains near Stewarttown. Just some of the many accomplishments in a wonderful career. Mr Assistant Speaker, the Cycleway Extension Project was a joint project between Dubbo City Council and the local bicycle users group, who have been an active participant on the Rail Trail Working Party, set up to develop the project. Based on the merit of the proposal and demonstrated community support, Council was able to secure funding from all levels of government, including the federal government, to the tune of $793,000, $392,000 from the state government, towards a total project of $2.088 million. Mr Assistant Speaker, Council surveys show that almost 60% of the community in Dubbo list walking as their primary physical activity, and cycling isn't too far behind either. If you want to be fit, Dubbo is a good place to live. It also blessed with many strong community groups, one of which is the Bicycle Users Group, affectionately known in Dubbo as Bugs. This group, with some of the members being Kathy Fernie, Doug Gott, for example, our wonderful community members, immediately became an advocate for further improving the city's cycleways and were joined by Councillor Peter Bartley to strategically extend them to parts of the city then devoid of this type of facility. For there is no doubt that if the Dubbo Bicycle Users Group hadn't come up with their idea and pushed it along so rigorously, the rail trail bridge and cycleway extension would not have happened until well into the future, if indeed at all. This exciting new cycleway extension is a fine example of how the three levels of government have aided in delivering on the needs and aspirations of the communities they serve. I thank the House.
I call the Minister in the chair.
I'd like to thank the member for Dubbo for drawing the House's attention to the Tracker Riley Cycleway extension opening, which he performed recently, and note the contribution of the Shibble family to the Dubbo community, and in particular his comment about Alex Riley, who was the first Aboriginal to become a sergeant. and his contribution in terms of policing all those years ago. As he said, it's a good example of a federal, state and local government partnership, and I commend him for raising this issue in the House.